Hello, welcome to Kevlar's Quest, the Modern Life podcast. I'm Kevin Ejezi. Today's quest is why meeting halfway isn't really halfway and should never be. Why meeting halfway isn't really halfway and should never be. Let's talk about dating in the real world. Imagine you've matched with someone, maybe someone that you met of recent, you just matched, both of you are attracted to each other, and you've been chatting, and now it's time to set up that first date. You live here and she lives there. The obvious question is, where do you meet? Many people think the fair answer is halfway, but in reality, meeting halfway is not the best idea, and here's why. First, let's be clear about what a date actually is. A date is connection plus the possibility of intimacy. If there's only connection but no chance of intimacy, that's not a date, it's an interview. If there's only intimacy but no connection, that's not a date either. It's just hookup. A real date has both the chance to connect and the chance that connection might grow into something more. When everything goes right, both people get what they want. The woman gets attention, care, and emotional engagement. She feels safe, heard, and validated. The man gets the possibility of intimacy, which is what makes the whole experience exciting. Ideally, both walk away satisfied. That's the balance. Now think about what happens if you meet halfway. You are both far from home, far from privacy, far from any place where intimacy could naturally happen. Maybe you are in a mall in the middle of the day, maybe drinking a soft drink with meat pie under bright lights. That's not a date. It's a screening interview. It's designed to feel safe, but it removes the possibility of intimacy. And without that possibility, the balance is broken. One side gets what it wants, the other doesn't. From a practical standpoint, intimacy needs an environment where it can actually happen. That means somewhere private, safe, and accessible. And since most women aren't going to initiate that step themselves, it falls on the man to create the setting. You can't invite yourself over to her place, and she may not be ready for you to meet her roommates, or she may be ashamed of even where she's living. She may not want you to meet her family, and she may not really feel safe around you, bringing you home because she doesn't know you yet. So the logical choice is to plan the date near your place where you can control the environment and make it comfortable. But I also advise, whenever a woman wants to follow a guy to his place, he should make sure that he tells enough people that she is going to her place. And also, if possible, give them the address of the guy. But ask the guy before you give it to your friends where you are going to, because some people may not like it, especially if they have bad intentions. You, the woman, you will use that to screen him out, because a man that doesn't have anything to hide will tell people or the friends of the girl where he's living, especially a girl that he's attracted to. Some women push back against this idea. They say it's selfish or unfair. But think about it. If you are planning the date and covering the expenses, and she also wants it to be logistically convenient for her, then what effort is she really making? Relationships are supposed to be give and take, not one-sided. Showing up is already the minimum effort. If she resists even that, her interest may not be strong enough to justify your time and money. So this is also why it's a good test of character. How someone reacts when they don't get everything on their terms tells a lot about them. If she's willing to make an effort, it shows genuine interest. If not, it may be better to move on. So here's the recap. A date is connection plus the possibility of intimacy. That possibility is easiest to realize in a private, accessible location. Since men are expected to lead the process, it makes sense to plan dates near your place. Meeting halfway often eliminates intimacy from the equation, which leaves men giving more and getting less. Gentlemen, if you allow that to happen, don't be surprised when the balance of the relationship never feels right. Okay, that's our quest for today. Please subscribe, like, and share. Someone out there needs to hear this message, maybe someone like you. Let's spread strength and clarity to those navigating this journey. We'll talk more in future episodes. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for listening and take care.